Hi, this is Joseph, HandlingTheTruth.com. Tonight we're going to take a look at back what was yesterday. Yesterday was Veterans Day. We're going to take a look at why we celebrate Veterans Day and what we can do to actually honor these vets now that they're home, and how we can keep from having more vets that are wounded and killed in wars. Well, first off, I do want to say thank you to every veteran of every war of every country. Not just America, because, so many lives have been lost. They're all equal. Even the ones that were doing evil or unjust things and were killed, it's still a life lost. So I want to take a moment and just remember all the lives that were lost senselessly because people couldn't agree to get along. And leaders decided that they needed to send young men and women into battle to fight for ideology, to fight for a piece of fabric that's been dyed different colors and said to represent different things. Let's just take a moment and realize that. Do you really believe that it is worth dying to just have someone believe the way you want them to believe? That's the question I'm asking tonight. Why are we trying to impose our will on other people? We are supposed to believe in freedoms in this country. We are supposed to respect those that believe differently from us and let them believe that because that's what they believe and we want to believe what we want to believe. Why can't we just let well enough be? Well, first off is because no one will actually let anyone else be. Whether you're a Christian, whether you're a Muslim, whether you're Jewish, whether you're Catholic, whether you're Baptist, whether you're Hindu. There's so many different religions, even if you're agnostic or atheist. These are not reasons to kill each other over. Yet, throughout humane history, we have repeatedly and systematically killed each other all because we feel the other one's religion is wrong. I don't get this. Why must we fight and try to kill each other just because we think differently and believe in a different God by a different name? Let's just take religion out of it for a minute, okay? Let's try and think of the last war that was started because something other than religion. Now, I'm using religion as a broad term. A religion is a set of beliefs in a higher power, and you're classifying it as different than someone else who believes in a higher power. Why do we look at someone who says, I pray to Allah, differently than we look at a person that says they pray to God? That is a question we need to ask ourselves, and ask ourselves why we do that. Why do we see people differently just because they have a different name for the supreme being? Now, there's a lot of you out there that don't believe in a supreme being, and that's perfectly fine too. Because guess what? You're still a good person. You don't need religion to be a good person. Religion brings out the worst in people, mainly. Because, look, we're not all perfect, and we're not going to be perfect. But let's just stop trying to kill each other and stop sending people out there to be killed. To me, that's simple. Let's honor our vets, make sure there are no more vets, and let's end wars. To me, that's the best way to honor every single veteran that has ever served and ever will serve. Let's stop killing them. Let's stop sending them to places where they will die. Please. I have seen too many people die because they have come back from war and been completely messed up in the head and could not handle the fact that they had to do what they had to do while they were over there. It's time to realize that war does not solve problems, it only creates more problems. So let's get together, let's stand up, and tell the world, tell our leaders that we do not want war anymore. We want peace. We want money to go from weaponry to living standards. Life. Let's try and bring some water to people. let's try and bring some health care to people. So, in honor of Veterans Day, I'm going to say, thank you for serving. Thank you for doing what you did. Thank you for sacrificing your life for someone else's cause. It's not for our freedoms. It's not for our right to vote. Veterans have fought for someone else's ideas. Whether they agreed with them or not, they still went out and still fought the war and still died for someone else's belief. Now, to me, that's the ultimate sacrifice. To not believe something and still be willing to die for it just because you took an oath, that's respect or stupidity. I hate to say it that way, but if you want to take your eyes and say, hey, I'm going to do this just because I was born on this piece of land under this flag, and say I am allegiance to this flag because I was born here, and say I am better than everyone else in the world and everyone else in the world should listen to me. Well, that's what gets us into these messes called wars and leads us to having veterans, because a veteran is a soldier that is retired or injured and can no longer fight because they were injured in battle. We have so many veterans in this country, and there are so many other countries that have so many veterans as well, all because of selfish and foolish pride. No one is willing to admit that, hey, maybe we don't have the answers to everything. So, if you want to call your God this, or you want to do this, then go ahead. Because we believe in freedom. We believe in freedom, and we believe in doing what's right. So let's stop making veterans. Let's stop having to thank them for serving and thanking them for their sacrifice. Let's stop making them sacrifice, and let's start helping them live. So, I'll be back later on this week with another message and about our monthly message. This month, we are taking on the news media and actually challenging them to report on the truth. So until next time, this is Joseph. I'm with HandlingTheTruth.com. Check us out on Facebook and Twitter. Follow us, like us, share us to your friends. And until next time, even when the truth is inconvenient, I still handle it. Have a great night.